What's up, guys? Garrett here. We got Coy behind the camera. So basically, if y'all haven't watched the last video, you might want to go do that because it adds some context to what we're doing today. We figured out this carburetor in here, the stock carburetor, is pretty much junk. So instead of going and getting a rebuild kit, we're just going to go ahead and get a new carburetor.
It's only half of a carburetor right now, actually. Only half the jets are working.
So
yeah.
I think what we're going to do is get a 650. The stock carburetor in here, I think, is about a 600. So a 650 should give it some more beans without making it too big. We're going to head to our local O'Reilly's or AutoZone maybe and see if we can't pick one of these bad boys up.
So we just dropped a bag
Dropped a sack
at AutoZone. Got ourselves a new Edelbrock carburetor.
650
CFM. Got ourselves some fuel line, a little bit of universal fuel line. Got ourselves a new alternator.
Stop.
And we got a key switch to hopefully fix the, it's just a standard universal. Hopefully we can actually have a key in this thing now.
We're gonna transfer it to rubber.
Braided hose or braided line. Yep. So we're gonna do that real quick and we'll see how smoothly it runs after putting the new Edelbrock on it. We got the new carburetor bolted on and she is looking nice on this rusty old engine.
Yeah.
We cut the factory fuel line that came up and around and went into the old carburetor right there. We cut it off
This
right
carburetor's
there
got the
because
on this side,
inlet is over there and we'll be able to use this flexible line anyways. So we're gonna hook this up there, then to the carb, and then we're gonna try to get throttle linkage, but I don't know if we'll be able to adapt it. Actually, it looks like we can. So we're gonna button up a few more things here, then we should be able to make it run. Got the fuel lines hooked up. We got the carburetor bolted. Got our tank rigged up, our fuel tank. Batteries hooked back up. So this is gonna be the first start on the new carburetor. So let me get my starter switch and let's see what happens. Oh wow.
I think we should dump some gas.
Hang on. That fuel pump's gonna get that fuel to that new line. So it might take a...
Well, I mean, if we dump some
we
gas
could
on
choke
top
it.
Here, yeah.
We could choke it.
You don't want to dump the gas in?
Let's see if it'll do it on its own. Oh, it did it. See if we can turn this idle screw up a hair. Maybe it needs a more idle. Man, it's kind of tight. Let me give her like a little bit of juice. Let's see if we can pump it a little bit. Pumped it. Oh. Come on, baby. Man, something has got to be wrong with the ignition timing or something. That just doesn't sound right. I don't know. We're going to do some researching. We're going to try to figure this out. We'll be right back.
Okay, so we've tweaked on this carburetor. It's the next day. We got rained out last night. We've got it to idle. It's still pretty rough, but it does idle for now, so we can drive it up to the shop and do some more stuff to it at the shop. He's taking the brake lines off right now, and then we're going to get this.
If you look inside there, it is extremely rusty, and there's a bunch of, I don't know, just flakes of rust in there, and it's seizing up our brake pedal. So
The brake pedal is completely stuck right now.
I'm gonna take this whole thing off, dump it upside down, and
Wash her out.
Yeah, basically. Sorry we're always filming in the dark, guys, but we work all day. But we have the new alternator on. Don't look at that. There's some zip ties holding it on. Don't worry about that. It's got one bolt. It has one bolt out of two, which is one more than it had before. So it should work. And then Garrett is getting the brake master cylinder put back on. We took it off. It was seized up, locked up, tight in there. But we took it off. We cleaned it out. Kind of. It moves now. It actually pumps fluid,
It
surprisingly.
does move. Yes.
It pumps fluid. And then I have kind of refined our fuel tank, fuel system here. Got the rubber hose going in with a little bit of a, I don't know, gasket, plastic bag, tied up to the bumper. So we should be ready to drive it around a little bit more in a few minutes here.
Pump some fluid through.
Yeah, I want to try to get this thing pumping. See if we can actually get some brakes. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. We got brakes. We got power steering. I'm the throttle return spring. We got a light bar right here. Oh. I did. Were you grabbing second?
I was grabbing second.
Damn. It feels like it could be in low range on the rear end.
Yeah, it does.
We made it up to our shop. We put a new spring on the throttle. So now we have a throttle return spring. It's a wire spring. It works. So the power steering pump, it works. We have flawless power steering.
Power steering is amazing.
The alternator, we haven't confirmed that it's working, but we're just going to go ahead and assume that it's working. The radiator was about half full. We put some more in it.
Put some water in it.
Fans spinning. Brakes are actually working too after being seized.
I tell you right now, they are barely working. They
but
work,
they're
but
working.
They work, but they're barely working.
And they're there. And we've go ahead and ran a new ignition wire into the cab so that we can both sit in here and have a little connection in there that we can yank off real quickly if we need to. So, we're going to try to drive this thing down the driveway, maybe out in the street. We'll see.
We got to center it around in the street, so.
Yeah. Oh. Driving gears. We are on the road, actually. The neighbor's probably hating us.
The brakes cannot, they don't work.
No brakes? I got the ignition just in case. GMC Sierra,
how far can I go to the left of it?
Oh, you got like 6 feet. Come on, hit 'em, buddy. Woo! They're smoking a little bit, actually. Hey, was that first? Was that first? Grab second. See what second does. Punch it. Oh! Hell yeah! Gotta make this quick, boy.
Alright, we got white walls. We're good to go now.
Oh yeah.
is smoking.